Yo, it's your boy Uncle Shell, and we back at the session with Shell, man. Welcome, tribe. We love y'all. Thank y'all for being here again. And we always try to bring the culture to y'all, and we try to bring special guests, people that we love, we consider family on here so they can speak their piece and lock in with y'all, you know what I mean? So we got a special guest here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what up? Peace, man. 456, man. Buddha fam, PGE,
You see,
757, man.
That's right. Represent for real. Understand that's a big thing too. VA representation here.
For sure.
Not saying we don't rep anyone else. Everybody is family, but
Nah.
VA representation is heavy here.
Nah,
757 for
definitely
sure.
cut my bones, cut my teeth in VA for sure.
Exactly, man. But listen, man, we back again, man. It's always a blessing being able to put out content and lock in with the cultures, lock in with the community. And I always like to make sure, first of all, shout out to Alpha 2 Omega Studios. Shout out to Goldcoast Lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Goldcoast Photography who's locking in with us this time for production purposes, man. And it's just a beautiful time, man, for growth. And the grassroots is growing, you know what I'm saying? It's been real big.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, man. So love to do the check-in as always, because that's what we do. We check in with family, you know what I'm saying? Check in with our tribe. So I'm gonna pass it to you, man. How was your day today?
Today, specifically.
Just this today. We don't gotta go through the week unless you want to gather the week.
Yeah, no, I don't want to gather the week, man. I try to stay in the moment.
For sure.
I try to stay in the moment, man.
For sure.
So everything was smooth.
Everything
I knew
was good.
we was gonna link up and chop up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of like what we do from time to time, anyway.
You
know what I mean? But now I get a chance to just talk my talk and let people know what's going on. I'm back in the mix. Back
active,
flowing,
active,
flowing.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Well, my day was regular, man. Sunday, man. Just family stuff and just chopping it up with everybody I can, just to gather from the week. And really was looking forward to this. This was major. You know what I mean? Because we already lock in from day to day, regardless. We family anyway.
No doubt.
Be able to use a platform that you've supported for quite some time, and you being a part of this now is major. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You and a few other people, day ones, I would say, have always just supported this platform and the growth of it. You know what I'm saying? Throwing ideas in and helping me with it, man. So
you built it from a pup, and you still growing.
Still a lot of growth with it. And I just appreciate you being here, bro.
That's a boomerang, bro.
Nah, for real.
It's a boomerang, man. For real.
Nah. So right now, just with everything going on, right? Because I want to just start here, right? What keeps you? Well, first of all, let's go here, because to a lot of people, they don't know who 450 is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
what I mean.
There's a whole lot of people that don't know. You know what I mean?
So we don't want to allow them to have that time to get to know you, right? So, where 450, the name, where does that derive from? Where does that come from? What inspired that?
The name is like a combo of a couple things.
Okay.
One, I used to shoot a lot of dice. And if you play
if
dice,
you
know.
Because don't front like you really shoot.
Shoot a lot of CeeLo. And I used to like listening to Outkast and Goody Mob, and CeeLo was one of my favorites.
Okay.
But
shout out CeeLo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But being I'm a big dude, CeeLo was a big dude. You know what I'm saying? I was always trying to rep for the big dudes, but he was nice.
Right. Got you.
But for me, because I shot a lot of dice, and if you play dice for 456, that was the whole objective, head crack.
Right. Big
head crack
big
to
bank,
me.
Take little bank.
Big bank, take little bank.
Yeah.
Head crack changed the rules of the game when you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you roll 456,
First of all,
the game
I haven't
changed.
heard this, and so that's how I'm just out of touch of that.
Yeah, well, there's a whole generation
the whole
of people.
time of that.
For the youngsters that don't play dice, that don't shoot dice, you know what I mean? You gotta be from a certain era to do it.
Like little bullet points, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
for those that have shot dice or shoot dice still with
fact.
When you roll 456, it's a head crack.
That's it. Yeah.
When I rhyme, that was the goal. Head crack.
Indeed.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the rules change. Everything changes. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
That was kind of where it became.
That's
you know
right. That's dope. That's dope. So now, even with that, and how old were you when you say that? Just
I may
struck
have
you.
been 18, 19.
18.
Yeah, I was young. Yeah, I've been 450 for a while.
For a while.
Back in the day, when I was first rhyming, I was MC J freshman, in high school and all that. And then that, I couldn't keep changing my name. I was literally J freshman. Then I was like, well, I can't keep doing that.
Right.
So, yeah, then 450.
That's funny. That's dope, though.
Shout out my man, Don P. Matter of fact, we was playing so much dice when he would see me coming. He'd be like 456. And then it just.
So that's how naturally it's supposed
shout
to
out
go.
Don
I mean,
P.
first of all, they say you don't give yourself a nickname. Right?
Exactly.
That's the rules that
For
applies to that.
For sure.
Whether it comes to basketball, baseball, the hood, the family.
Yeah.
The family call you Pookie. You don't wake up.
Yeah. Nah.
Pookie.
Keep it real. I never named myself that.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So there's a reason
right.
behind that, a purposeful behind that. So, I know I'm doing my best here because I know so much already, right? So I'm trying to provide it to the people.
Yeah, go ahead, go with
bringing
the flow,
these people
man.
into the conversation, right?
However you want to do it, man.
When it comes down to just the reason why, you know what I mean? We love movies, bro. We talk more about the direction of movies and the breakdown and the shows and
art,
things like that.
I mean?
You could be into
creatives
of that, right? But what made you choose rap? What made you choose being like a lyrical assassin?
An MC?
Right.
Man, it's kind of like what they say, some things choose you.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, if I was really being 100, I remember the first time I was around some older kids, I was maybe 8, 9 years old, some older guys.
Okay.
And they wanted,
I'm already envisioning it right when you said it. So
and then you just want to impress somebody.
Right.
You just want to impress somebody. But I remember the first times when I was rhyming, I remember one of the kids on the bus was like, yo, you should never do this again, bro. You sound like Curtis Blow. And he wasn't trying to big up Curtis Blow. No, you know what I'm saying? But that motivated me.
Breaks.
That motivated me to like, yo, I'm going to come back and get better. Because at the time, I think I was only, if I wrote it down, I could only like read it.
Like right there.
Whatever I wrote, I could read it right there off the paper. But I didn't have it together. But but as far as being an MC, I always was liking, of course, music as a whole, not just rap. Music.
Right.
But then moving up, like when I got into junior high, my mother got me in School of the Arts.
Okay.
I'm from upstate New York.
Okay.
So Rochester, which is a big wave right now, upstate Buffalo, Rochester, 585, the 716. Shout out to all my dudes up there. So when I went to School of the Arts, what ended up happening was it was a lot of the older dudes there.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Because you got singers.
So now you're seeing like upper echelon.
Yeah, this is the same school. For people that know like Tweet and Tay Diggs.
Okay.
This is the same school.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Dope.
So School of the Arts in Rochester, New York. And I went there for the first couple of years.
Okay.
And like I said, there was a lot of the older dudes that was like dumb nice.
Right,
man.
right. So you got a big example.
Yeah. You know, the people that up there, they knew like my man Marty, Sugar Bear, Southpaw. It was a lot of cats, man. So I was just a youngin'.
Right.
And just wanted to be in the mix and be in the conversation.
Yeah. So that just builds the confidence on it. Now you start going back, trying to really put things together, taking it serious.
Yeah, for sure. So that's where it's like I always liked it, but then fine tuning it like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
At School of the Arts. And then I kind of, as I got from junior high going into high school, I told them I want to be in like a regular high school, like they didn't even have a football team and shit.
Got you.
Yeah, it was just so focused on that.
On the arts specifically.
Like, people there trying
because they got schools now, it's not really the focus. Like it's there, like magnets or shoot, even Woodside. Shout out Woodside. It's like a school of the arts, but there's still other focuses.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just a young knuckle, just being real with you. I didn't appreciate maybe like some people stayed in that school all the way through high school.
Yeah, right.
I was on some, it ain't. I don't know the word.
The mindset was different then.
As a young
mindset as a young.
Looking back,
right?
Because a lot of those people, I know some women that was there that was dancing. Now they dance for Beyonce. They dance for 50 Cent. I know people that have went on to do different things just because of that
category of what
because they stayed in that community of people.
For sure.
They got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, shout out to those individuals.
Yeah. So like I said, looking back as an adult, I wish I would have stayed on my mom. I wish she would have like, nah, you staying.
right.
But I wanted to go run with the, you know what I mean?
Of course. It's a different time frame, you know.
I was ready to, get out there and be stupid.
Who hasn't at that time? So then, okay, so then what keeps you inspired right now? Since we, I mean, through this time frame, you could have easily been like, you know what, I'm cool.
I mean, to be real with you, I think anybody that do any kind of art, I can't say for everyone, but I think a lot of artists, you go through that. You know, you want to be the best singer, the best rapper, the best whatever, but then, or even like an actor, right? An actor may want to just show up, show out, they get the award,
right? But
then they get to a point where you want to do something meaningful.
Indeed, purposeful.
You dig what I'm saying?
Sure, definitely.
Like I still talk my talk, I still get on records and,
and
flex and pop off and go crazy.
Right.
But at some point with your art, hopefully you want to do something that's going to be in the books.
Correct.
Never mind how much money you made over. You want to get acknowledged for your work. You know what I'm saying? And get paid.
Yeah, so that way it's impactful.
Yeah, but I want to impact. That's the key word.
No, I understand that. Totally.
I want to make something that's going to stay with you.
Indeed. See, that's honestly, that's a big reason why we got you here, man. Because even just knowing you in person, like you stand for something, you know, you have a lot of purpose.
Even this.
Move with intention.
That's it, bro.
I think that's a real big thing. I don't want to, I can't say missing, but it's not obvious anymore. You know, there was a lot of artists.
Now I got more shit to say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like before, I was just rapping just to make words, just to show you how
which is cool too.
You know, which is
nice
great
too, because there's a level to that too. There's different levels to it, you know. At that
now, I want to honor a lot of the people that have put me on. A lot of the people, like when I shout out Buddha Fam, you know, I just lost one of my brothers.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Rest up, Big B from Buddha Fam.
Shout out Big B.
You know, this is someone who I spent days, late nights, early mornings. A lot of those guys ain't here no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now when I rhyme or I present or I'm doing this, it's to honor that. Before I didn't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of those guys, I'm older, they passed away and I'm older than them now.
It's heavy, man.
You know what I mean? So,
you know,
rest up always, Buddha Fam, long live DJ Law and Mike Law. You know, they didn't reach even the age I'm at now.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. Those are people I was sharing with you. We had a brief conversation about that on the phone recently. Yeah. And I was sharing that's who I grew up on. You know what I mean? That's
if you came up around here that era,
you know.
And if you didn't, if you're too young to remember, it's worth you going back and learning about them hood checks. And you know, them late night Buddha sessions
different time
on the radio, you know, who paved the way for that.
If you don't mind me sharing it, just a moment of time that I had, they came and did a pep rally at Woodside High School. One time. I think it was like my freshman year there. Bruh, no pep rally after that ever even got close to what that was. And it was like, oh, this is what high school is? There's no way we have this every year. The pep rallies was not that lit after that. But
Buddha Brothers
there for that was amazing,
there was a stamp. There was a staple in Virginia hip hop, and not just Virginia. It reached out.
Yeah. They're very well known, very well known. So that's
so that kind of ties. Just I ain't want to go all around the world with it.
I'm glad you did. I was going to ask you.
But when I do my do now, even me stepping out, coming out here doing this, it's not just for me.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
I hope everybody's really listening, Tribe. That's again, me and Fly Tie, we've always talked about before intention and purpose and community, and that's the example. That's one of the biggest examples right there.
I mean, for sure.
No, it's love. So let's talk now. Let's talk what's happening right now.
Right
the
now.
Energy right now and everything going on. You got the record. If you don't mind me getting right into the
No,
you go ahead.
Go ahead. Ask your question.
Well,
bro.
no, you sent me the record recently. The 92 Problems joint. Shout out Tone.
Yeah, shout out my man Tone Burgundy.
Shout out Tone Burgundy.
He hit me with a heater. We just put it out maybe this past week.
Yeah.
92 Problems. Crazy. It's on all digital platforms.
Check it out right now.
What you got on YouTube, it's on your phone, your tablet, whatever device. Yeah. You know that you in the Matrix with. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
92 lock Problems.
In. Don't play lock in.
Yeah, we just dropped the heater, man, and he blessed me with that. And he didn't put me through the ringer for the, the beat was so crazy. And I'm like, oh man, what you, he's like, nah, I just want to, me and him, ain't, we knew mutual people.
Of course, yeah.
And shout out my man Vetti. I met him through my man Vetti.
Shout out Vetti.
Vetti Gooch. And I always thought he was dope. Because his beats got a different feel.
They got a different feel. This one, I'm not gonna lie, it's like it has a haunting feel to it. And he always kind of has that.
They big,
dark, ominous, big records.
But it sounds like he be playing. Bro. When I first heard his beats, I was like, "Yo, are you playing?"
I want to say shout out Osiris. When we're judging the Spike Bat, I want to say he asked that about this particular individual. Is he playing these?
So we just dropped that this week.
Great stuff.
92 Problems.
Yeah.
And I got my first. This is like my firstborn of my project, Graffiti Teardrops. That's on platforms, and basically people that the ones that know about it, and they vibe with it enough that the artwork stood out.
Man,
and this is the album, Graffiti Teardrops. That's out. And Deja Voodoo, my man Point Guard.
Shout out Point Guard.
He produced that whole thing. And I think Roswell got one up there too.
Yeah.
So shout out to them, man. So
listen
I got a bunch
bro. Listen, that's a lot of VA.
Yeah.
That's a lot of VA love, man. Matter of fact, what's your thoughts on, because we were just talking about it briefly with Complex, just the energy right now in VA when it comes to the music scene, when it comes to just everything going on musically right now when it comes to Virginia. What's your feeling right now?
I think we're in a good space, man. Okay. I think we're in a good space because I think a lot of people are starting to understand the importance of really working together. I think everybody done tried to do whatever they're gonna do in their own little bubble,
their own little way,
even their little circle of people. You know what I mean? Like it's cool.
No, you got to be real about that, guys. When it comes to VA, that's kind of a big thing. Just identity and who to rock with when it comes to the communities. And if you know, if you're from here, if you're not from here, you may know how to go in different areas. But
yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. The energy for around here now is. There's been a lot of light, of course, with the Clips, and other people that have brought light to Virginia. Of course, this the home of Vic and AI and all of those type of talents, but that still got to translate over to the music.
It does.
And I think it's doing a good job of that. At this point, it's starting to turn that corner.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like a lot of people are taking their time to step out on faith on their projects and actually putting things out and actually push themselves. And like you said, work with others. As a matter of fact, who's a big person right now that you would like to collaborate with? Maybe from the area or just...
That I haven't already?
That you haven't already. See, that's heavy. That's heavy, folks, because you've been working. You've been working. You've been out. You've been connected.
So, to be honest, I'm going to keep it real. It's a lot of dope MCs that I would want to work with out here. We just haven't had the chance, but there's a lot of them I've already worked with that, for whatever reason, we may not always put the music out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So usually it'll kind of stay in its
pocket. But I could shout out.
There's a bunch of timing. It could be a timing thing.
But I've worked with a lot of the 757 MCs. I would love to reach out over the water. I know there's Beach Boy Intellect.
Okay.
He's dope.
Is that who's about to be performing on something coming up soon? Is that the guy Intellect that's coming up soon? I know he's a big
Intellect may be there.
Okay.
Amir Driver.
Familiar with
I'm familiar with him too. Like I said, we know a lot of the same people, but just ain't.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Anybody on that side of the water, what we call the over the water.
Over the water. Yes,
but
sir. Yes, sir.
Like most of the guys on this side, I've kind of made my. I made my, shout out to them.
No, and that's a big thing, connecting those dots from over the water over to here. That's something that's always kind of been ever since I even loved music at like 12 years old, being in Virginia. I think that's been kind of a battle. You know what I mean? Like kind of just like mending those things and then keeping it consistent.
Yeah.
And even with working, shout out to the Vips. Because even with a short time frame of knowing those guys, that's something that we were trying to do at a particular point was connect those dots from like that Norfolk, Virginia Beach area down to the Newport News, Hampton 757 area. That's really important, I think, because there's a lot of talent over there, a lot of talent over here. We mix that pot up, it'll go crazy.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, you know. So
yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to play my part,
as you do,
bring my part to the potluck.
Indeed.
That's it. You know what I mean? I'm a big dude, so I got big references. I'm trying to bring my shit to the potluck.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Indeed. Well, I know right now. I love your energy, bro. You know, every time we talk, you know, I just hear it getting bigger and bigger, and I see the things that you've been working on. Anything that you'd like to speak on that you've been working on that's kind of in the cut that you maybe don't want to put out there fully, but just give some people a taste of maybe just what you got planned or anything like that?
Well, the plan is to
92
really
Problems is recent.
Yeah,
So,
like I said,
know.
92 Problems. I just dropped that, but that's just the beginning of a bunch of other records that I got.
Right.
Some things will make it into the form of an album altogether.
Okay.
Some things would just kind of be isolated moments.
Gotcha.
Because I try to make sure I'm really being organic with not just putting every record don't need to go together. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Some things that just be coming one thing. Yeah, so I got 92 Problems coming out. I got records with my man Big Shot from DMP coming out.
DMP.
I got records with my man Rainmaker coming out.
Come on.
I got
Shout
an
out
album.
Rainmaker.
I got a whole album with my man Point Guard. The Lord's Work. That's going to be coming out, and that's actually hosted by Big B.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And that was kind of the one thing that, because of his passing kind of not being something we prepared for.
Right.
But I'm still putting that out.
Yeah,
still
gonna rap. That's gonna be
the big one is the Lord's Work, hosted by Big B. That's the Buddha Fam.
Dope.
That's PGE.
Really looking forward
and
to
then,
that.
you know, Graffiti Teardrops and Graffiti Teardrops 2.
Got you.
So those records are
and I don't think you told me anything about it too coming out. I don't know if we've had those.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I still, because the whole meaning behind Graffiti Teardrops, that's really these collection of different producers.
You want to break it down for
that I'm working with. So naturally, I do my music mostly Point Guard Entertainment, PG, shout out my man. But like through the years, I've met so many different producers with different styles that they want to hear me on their beat. I want to be on their beat. I heard them.
Right.
Or they want to. I want to challenge myself.
Yeah.
So that turned into the graffiti.
Dope.
That turned into the Graffiti Teardrops.
Okay,
man, so.
That's tough.
So whenever I got a nice another batch, now we about to have
a
series.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. See, I don't think you ever broke down the meaning to me. We've talked about things so much, man. So now, because I'm gonna use this time right now, we're gonna change the energy a little bit.
Bet.
What you watching recently, man? What's on 450 TV screen right now?
Oh man,
it's important to my tribe. I love to know what people are watching. I think it gives an insight into the mind of where certain people are.
What was the last thing I watched that was dope?
Talk to him.
What was the last thing I watched? Shout out my man D from Gold Coast too. He put me on. I watched that Landman. That was kind of slick.
Okay.
That was kind of slick.
I
enjoyed that. Then I watched Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay, Mayor of Kingstown's a good one.
Yeah, and then
that Landman I just got on. So
it's dope.
D back here behind the cameras over here. Shout out to our new production crew.
Landman's cool. It was slick. So I like watching things that's gonna make either drop a little jewel on me or make me think.
It's funny, that puts me kind of in the front. I don't know if you guys watch Tulsa King.
Yeah, I watched Tulsa King.
Tulsa King's decent, man. Shout out, Sylvester Stallone, my man. Sam L popped in there. Sam Jackson.
It's the same producer. Like
all of those. All of those.
You know what I'm saying?
They know how to reel us in when it comes to those particular shows.
It's pen. Like that's the thing. When I watch stuff, even as an MC, I'll be listening to the pen.
Exactly what I'm
thinking. Even when it's not music.
See what I'm saying?
I'm listening like, yo,
because you respect how somebody's putting something together. Yeah. It's poetic half the time. These guys know exactly how they roll these scenes.
They just may not put them. Yeah, they know how to put the music under it and all that.
Yeah. If you notice now, the music is getting. The soundtrack for shows is getting even crazier now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting placements. We've talked about placements before. I wanted to bring that up too. I know that's something that you've been interested in for some time too.
Yeah.
When it comes to placements. Well, talk to me. I mean, what do you feel? What do you feel? Don't make that face.
Man, listen, it's crazy because as an artist now, see, there was a time.
We'll just bring up the importance of it.
Yeah, there was a time basically with any artist where you just made your money through music, shows, what have you.
Right.
The guys that was working on placements, we didn't even really know those guys. Remember, like you would cut on like 2K or Madden.
Yep.
It would be kind of just like an underground artist on those slots.
Right.
So that's how they was getting their paper, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know, you may catch Ross on Madden.
Yes.
Correct. So now they're taking up that same market space, right?
Right.
So placement, man, there's a lot of like now how artists are trying to figure out where can I get this music. You know what I mean?
From those placements, from those moments. You're totally right.
Placement is where you get your shit on.
You're totally right. I think that's...
So I'll be cool with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll be cool with
it. For sure. I can see it. Because, I mean, we've talked about, there's been other records y'all don't know about. You know, there's other stuff you sent me that I can hear on like a Knockout Kings or games and things that we've talked about plenty of times before. So I think that's fire. I think it's good for people to know that that's really kind of underlying.
I'm just trying to carve out my own space, though. To be real with you,
talk to him.
I'm just trying to carve out my own space, man.
That's what I was gonna get to. You know, as we wind down things, like, what's the goal for you? What's the ultimate goal for you? I know we talked impact, right, and we talked purpose, and we talked about just realizing purpose, realizing that's a part of it. But what's the end game? What do you think your message at the end of it all, or not even at the end? Just through this right now, what do you think is your goal through it all right now?
I mean,
I know that can be a broad question.
Yeah, it's a broad question.
You try to define it your best way.
I think the one thing I've been keyed on now is the difference between presence and presentation.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. For me, basically, you know, when we do our music, we do what we do. Even here, this is a presentation. We're presenting.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all cool. That's dope.
Right.
But I want to make sure that I'm leaning more on presence over presentation, because for me, if you just have, like, for example, if you only get your kids, you know, on the weekend. You know, and they only know what you present. They have a presentation of you.
Correct.
They be like, yo, you the illest dad ever.
Right.
But when they get to deal with presence is when you got to wake up. You ain't have time to put your best face on, your best foot forward. Yep. They got to know day in and day out.
This is how we move.
Presence.
Yep.
So for me, musically is that. I want to make sure that I'm accessible to the people enough where they know, like, yo, he has a real presence.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It ain't just, he putting on his rapper time. You know, it's realer than that for me.
I hope everybody, you know, when this drops, these are some important gems that I don't hear on the day-to-day, honestly, when it comes to somebody speaking about the steps that they want to put forward. You know,
but that's when you talk about the end goal. The end goal is they say, yo, man, I don't know how many joints he sold. I don't know, whatever. But I know
this is what.
When he said it or when he rapped it, I felt it.
You felt it.
You know what I mean?
That's heavy.
That's it.
That's heavy. I love that, man. Well, drop the socials. Let them know where
yeah. No question.
Keep them in tune.
You know, I'm a Flintstone in the Matrix on the socials, but I'm getting there.
Trust
you know,
me.
work with me. I'm on Instagram 450SIXX 456.
Yes, sir.
TikTok, same thing, 450SIXX. And I'm gonna be more present on there. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And you know, same thing. You can look me up on the digital platforms with the music.
Indeed.
Type that in, and you know, they'll get you where you're trying to go, man. And anybody tap in
now.
You know, let's work.
Tap in, holding you accountable. Listen, another place you can find them is at the Spite.
Battles. Yeah, I judge.
Virginia
let me say that.
Let's do that.
Let me say that.
Go ahead.
What I also do now in another little branch of the 456, you know, tree, we do the monthly beat battle. Shout out to the Virginia Villains.
Shout out
you know
to
what I mean? And my man East Coast Mikey.
Yes, sir.
And one of my fellow judges here. And also I do lyric visualizers and I do music review. That's my other thing now is, you know, people send me so much music that they want my opinion on that it got to a point where it's like, all right, we got to organize.
Creating from this.
Yeah,
right,
we got to
right.
organize from it.
Indeed.
So I sit and I break down. We do music breakdowns and reviews, man.
Fire.
So hit me up on the TikTok or the IG if you want me to go through your project, and we can really talk some things from my years working with the guys, Buddha Fam and the radio.
That's major consulting right there.
And being around some real Grammy-nominated professional individuals, man.
Listen, tap into the well, bro. A lot of value here.
Hashtag Fo knows music.
Come on. Tough.
Yeah.
Listen, this was a amazing moment here. Again, I thank you for your time, man. I don't ever like to hold you up, man. I like to just take moments and make them meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I think this was
I'm grateful, man. I stay grateful.
I appreciate you every time we are able to chop it up like this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a fact.
And it's been another sessions, boy. It's your boy Uncle Shell.
Man, 456, man.
Tap into
Shout out Alpha to Omega, Gold Coast Lifestyle, man. Support VA music, support VA art.
Tap in. It's been another session. Peace.
Now, this is an unreleased joint coming out soon. This is Picking Up the Pieces, produced by my man Rainmaker. Shout out to Rainmaker, man. Again, 456, tap in, y'all.
Picking up the pieces of everything you live.
I mean, I ain't coming to preach to you. We just gotta keep it pushing. I mean, God made umbrellas too, man. God made umbrellas too, man. We out here. Let's get it. I'm sick of looking bosses and how they look at losses. Okay, they can tell you what the cost is for not being cautious. I seen that gamma drop and jaws drop, make niggas cautious. And see some niggas get their time like I be fine regardless. One junkie don't stop no dough. One flunky don't stop no flow. Hell no. Either way I made my moans. I fix my credit, pay my loan. Fix my fam, I stay at home. It's more than safe to say I'm wrong. No childish Gambinos, but she knows and he knows. My life was Spike Lee joint, no Quentin Tarantino's. You rap like you fathered by Italians in casinos. Or it's Mr. Baby Powder in your diaper bag, but he knows. Y'all just mislead them, mistreat them. Trick them out their freedom like mamas don't love them. Or the kids won't lead them. Shit, I was swine in my prime too. I'm round on crime too. I change now, not cause I want to, because it sounds to. I'm the realest nigga times two. Keep it 100 times 10. Try to make some change while making change the way my mind spin. Wanna win? Learn to shift your shape and make your mind big. You say you wanna make it out the lines, then well stop lying then. I was eating chili cheese Fritos with a grape soda. But it's still mad, I gotta have it after takeover. I'm getting high till my boss say nigga break over. I knew right then my life gon' change and get a makeover. Y'all throwing Porsches in your music when you drive a Buick. And all your niggas laughing like I don't know why you do it. To make it worse, some niggas in the Buick riding to it. But I digress, I guess I live with all kinds of stupid. Nah, nigga, that's a Nissan. Nigga, that's a Chevy. So why you talking heavy? My watch not flooded, my mind flooded. Let me break the levy. I've been raw from the womb. I see you pussies not ready. That's a fact, boy. That shit crazy, man. Hey, Rainmaker, man, I told you. Yeah. Hey, look, again, 456 here with Sessions with Shells. I'm going to let them hear. This is one of the records that just dropped this week. When I was talking about 92 Problems, produced by Tone Burgundy. 757, man. This is how we give it up, man. So y'all enjoy this music, man. And tap into it. It's available on all digital platforms, y'all. One.
Just kicking it, rocking, massaging on God.
You can tell me. 92. Shit, we grew up on Demon Time. Y'all just woke up the monster, woke up myself. I didn't even need no alarm clock. Pray to a God, I don't need no power. Let me talk my shit. I don't need no sponsor. Turn up the meter, turn up the level, turn up the ratchets. I turn up the rebels, burn it to ashes before I just settle. Allergic to rappers who feel like it's special. Everybody is a somebody. Everybody, not just anybody. Don't nobody wanna be themselves. Not so many bodies, got plenty bodies. Everybody ain't me knows I'm making pretty monies. Couple keys, flavor flaves, keep sweats. Couple preachers out of Pippin Jesus. New Jack City again. Boys in the hood again. I got the juice again. Light them up, light them up, light them up, light them up. New Jack City again. Boys in the hood again. I got the juice again. Light them up, light them up, light them up, light them up. I ain't need no dope boy or bishop, but I ain't gon' bitch if I will like this bishop if I think it's worth it. I ain't no killer, but niggas could die. These niggas deserve it. Yeah, I said it the way that I said it. You ain't gotta edit my tone. Pussy boy, fuck how you heard it. Fuck how you take it. I'm making my business, then not make it perfect.
Huh? Nobody know nothing? No, nobody know nothing?
don't give a fuck who it was. Nobody's gonna see that shit. Nobody. If anybody got a problem with what, then the fuck